One, one, two, three. Three. One, two, three. One, three. Two, three. One,
Macarena. That is not what we're doing. We're here doing improv. Welcome. Welcome to our lovely people here in the world. And welcome those on stream as well. I am Wolfie Boy. I am your host for this evening, for this month's rather, fantastic, wonderful, fabulous, probably a little bit cringe because we're improvisers and what isn't cringe, we're doing improv, but it's our improv show of Skits and Bits. Come and get it. Whoop whoop! Thank you, you're matching my energy. I'm here for that. Fantastic. I heard that in the distance. I heard that plan behind it. He'll be out in a second. But a thing with this month, we are bringing a close the improv dissection sessions that I have been running. And I wouldn't have been able to do them without some fantastic assistance. So for this month, I have I'm bringing out a pair of co-hosts to help me with this. First of all, he's small, he's pink, and apparently he's got a snake in his boot. This Jake the Snake.
Bow bow.
233.
233.
And
don't ask where the 233 comes from.
I'm not going to. I tried. It wasn't a good answer. I wasn't impressed enough. Going from small to tall, a lady, an elegant madam of beauty, strength, and charisma. Can I get a wonderful Rydia, please?
Woo!
These two shall be co-hosting with me today, and I want to give them a massive thanks and praise for the support they've given me this month in helping me prep and run and keeping everything organized. They deserve all your love. So let's get a quick bit of applause for them because they deserve it. We love you. Both of you. You're fantastic. I'll make you cry. Watch me. I'll make you cry.
You did it.
And also thanks to Wolfie for being the main organizer for this as well.
Yeah.
He did a lot of work too. Give him love and praise too.
Me being organized, that genuinely doesn't happen, so it's a nice surprise. But with that all together, I've got some co-hosts. But there's something I'm missing. I think I'm missing something rather important.
I can't think of it.
I know what it is.
Oh, do you know?
Actors.
That is true. That is a very good point. So let's get some out of here. I think we're going to start off with a beep bap boobity boobity bop. If I can get Terrace the Roboto out, please.
Hello. Beep boop.
Oh my god, he beep booped on stage, on camera. Can you believe it?
He said the line!
He said the line. And listen now, I planned all these. I actually sat down and planned out some basic ideas. I teased them back with some ones that weren't real. But I hope you've got your flutes ready because there's some rats running around. If I can get the little Piper out onto stage, please. Oh. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but we heard them start screaming from behind and then just stopped. Flawless.
Woo!
Wonderful. Now, next one I'm gonna bring out for it. I don't know if anyone reads much poetry or Shakespeare, but I like to think about things. I think about nothing. But I like to do much about nothing. But I want to know about a flower. Come on, Rose. Oh, you come.
Hello.
Woo!
See?
Rose!
Ideas. Girl. She is indeed. Now, with all of these, we have the beauty of another debut out on stage for today. It is Rydia's first time debuting, helping with running and presenting a show, which is wonderful. But the second new bean, it's a new set of wings. First time out the nest, flying down, picking up on a breeze. If I can get the bird Alicent out.
Let's go. Greetings.
Woo!
Addison!
Yeah.
Wonderful. Next we have, I like to think that we're all very experienced, very confident in what we're doing. And I personally prefer those who are excellent at making carpets. So I can have the pro of mat making if I can have the mat pro to stage.
I used to eat the chorizo.
That's fair. That works.
Let's go!
Our last one, and I am so tempted to throw away the one I previously planned for the one I used in the back, but I'm not because he'll slap me if I do. No, I'm not gonna do it. I want to slide around and find some really good cheese. If I can get the Swiss, but the Switzer lad out for his cheesy lines.
Switzer.
Fun fact: Swiss cheese doesn't have holes. Swiss cheese is not from
Lies.
Switzerland.
Lies.
I'm still saying it. Would you rather do the other one?
Do it, I dare you.
And Switzer schlong, everyone. There's con.
I begged you not to.
I know, but he keeps
glad
calling
you
it out.
did.
It's not my fault. For context, it is a spear. It is a weapon. It is not actually what we're insinuating it is. I'm clarifying that up. YouTube, do not hit our channel. Anyway.
Yeah, the penis is metaphorical.
Oh my god.
The one line is always got me. I never expect them. Oh, I love it. I love this. All right. But with the improv dissection session, the IDS this month, we've covered a lot of topics, and one of the topics that we did, and one that Rydia was very kind to run because it was one of the things she enjoys the most, are a bit of jump out games. So we can play a game, nice classical start to get us rolling. And I've been asked this many times. I've had an interesting sort of track with relationships and love. But I want to know what dating all these people is like. So this is a game for all our performers, if you can line up along the back for me. Includes you, Jake. You and me
Yep.
again on this. So, dating me is like. It's very simple. I want to know what dating people are like. So I'm going to ask for you all to shout out some words, objects, nouns, just simple things. And when I hear one I like, I'm going to find out from our performers why dating them is like the items you're putting forward. So give me some suggestions.
Metal festival. Car crash.
Train. Really?
Ooh! I heard rain. Okay.
No, I said train. I said train.
Oh, train. Oh, we're doing train. Actually, we'll do rain because I think rain works better though for this. We'll see what happens out of it.
All right.
I'm watching you all. Switz.
It wasn't for you.
Oh, it doesn't work either way. But yes, I see what you're doing. I see what you mean. I'm sorry. My brain. Listen, I've been in VR only like 40 minutes. This is the thing. Anyway. Alrighty. Oh, Darius is up.
Dating me is like rain. If you stick around long enough, you might even get a shock.
Ooh.
Dating me is like rain. Even after it's all said and done, it gets a bit smelly.
Dating me is like rain. You can wear a rain jacket, but in the end, we're both gonna get wet.
Hey.
Dating me is like rain. I'll make you feel comfortable and safe.
Aww.
Four. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right.
I'll follow myself.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dating me is like rain. You'll get drenched.
Hey! All right, we're gonna move on. The other part of that suggestion, train. Why we got trains? Trains in romance. Give me trains.
Dating me is like a train because when you see me, you know you're on the right track.
Dating me is like a train because it'll take a while to get going, but once we are, it's gonna be hard to stop.
Dating me is like a train. When you talk to me, I derail very easily.
Dating me is like a train. Things are gonna get heavy.
Dating me is like a train.
Fight.
Dating Switch is like a train. The U.S. does not have the infrastructure to handle him.
You know what? All right, with that one for it. No, you're sitting there. You're staying there. I'm not giving you a chance to respond to that one. Alrighty, more another word.
Respond to that one. I didn't show.
Another noun. Another noun. Come on. Shut him out.
Breakfast cereals.
Supermarket.
Christmas.
Vacuum cleaner.
Ooh, you know what? I hear that, Ajax. Pancakes.
Let's go.
Dating me is like pancakes. I'm tasty and fluffy.
Dating me is like a pancake. Everything is short but sweet.
Dating me is like a big stack of pancakes. It's gonna get sticky.
There we go.
Hey, yo.
Dating me is like pancakes. I'm the first thing you're gonna want in the morning.
Yeah.
Dating me is like pancakes. I want you to butter me up.
Dating me. Oh, dating me is like pancakes. I prefer a 4-stack over a 2-stack.
Nobody wants to bring up to that one.
Dating me is like pancakes. I'm short and sweet.
Aww.
Dating me is like pancakes. You can have me any time of the day.
That is true.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And a European one. Dating me is like pancakes. Sometimes it gets a little crap. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, another word. Another word.
Fancy restaurant.
You know what? Actually, yes, a fancy restaurant.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. It's always wine, wine, wine.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. Everything is way too expensive for you. I mean, have you seen my tastes?
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. For you, I'm always just gonna be fancy.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. It's gonna cost you.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. Sweetheart, I'm reserved.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. The portions might be small, but the experience is amazing.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. We've got 5 courses and we're only on the first one.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. If we ain't splitting, I'm running.
Dating me is like a fancy restaurant. You better believe there's a dress code. Alright, moving to one more noun, one more word, one more word. You know what? I think we're gonna run with that. I think we're gonna run actually. Theatre. We're gonna run with theatre. We're all theatre nerds here.
Speak for yourself, Wolfie.
Dating me is like a theater. After the climax, it's gonna be loud.
Dating me is like a theater, and it's high capacity.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
Dating me is like a theater. Nobody knows what they're doing half the time.
Dating me is like theatre. It's always a show when I'm around.
Hey.
Dating me is like a theater. It's gonna get dramatic.
Dating me is like theater. It's always filled with nerds.
Dating me like is dating me is like the theater, and you're my star in it.
Aw, see, now I feel bad about my one. Dating me is like a theater. You're gonna hit those boards.
Dating me is like theatre, so I hope you bought your tickets because these things are going to get scalped to all hell.
Dating me is like a theater. You're gonna get nervous.
Dating me is like theater. Because you know what they say? Break a leg.
Hey yo.
And finally, dating me is like theatre. Please don't shout a random guy's name in the middle of the second act. For those who don't get that, never say Macbeth. Alrighty, I'll take your seats again. That was.
But Macbeth is the next best.
Nick, you said it.
God damn it. Down. Down. Jake, I hand over to you.
Yes, of course. Let me grab this microphone real quick. So, for our next game, it's a fan favorite. We're gonna get everyone down here again for a round of press conference. So, for those of you who don't know how press conference works, we're gonna have one person who's gonna be interviewed. In this case, Allison. Allison, if you could come down here real quick. Allison's gonna have no idea who they are or what they've done. Maybe they've performed some kind of scandal, or they've performed the best scientific experiment in the world that has cured world hunger. Who knows? But we'll find out. So, Allison, if you could do me a favor and go ahead and deafen yourself so that no one can hear you. Or that we can't hear you, actually. Oh, wait, no, so that you can't hear anyone. There we go. Third try. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. So go ahead and deafen yourself, and then head over to the back. Alrighty. And all of these other lovely people right here, including you, Wolfie, get down here. Get down here. Get down here. Get down here. All of these lovely people are going to be reporters. Let's get into a nice little crowd formation. All over here, for short people in the front, tall people in the back. You know how it goes.
Shotties, actually.
Shotties in the front. Shotties in the front. And these reporters are going to be asking our lovely interviewee some questions. So let's get an occupation. Can I hear some occupations from the audience? Any job whatsoever.
Pilot.
Heard engineer, pilot, baker, firefighter. What'd you say, Luna? Butler. Ooh, let's do butler. I like butler. Butler's interesting. Now, what did this butler do? Did they perform some sort of scandal? What horrible thing could this butler have done?
Buried the master alive.
Yes. That's it.
What'd you say, Kevin?
Buried the master alive.
Interesting. I actually like that.
Election.
Rig an election?
Yeah, that'd be
Butler
rigging an election.
Something a little more specific to a butler.
Pocketed the change. Made up a crime.
What was that, Timber?
Pocketed the change from
Committed murder.
Pocketed the change from grocery shopping. Ooh. Pocketed the change from grocery shopping. Ooh, that's a little interesting. How does that sound, guys? Does that sound good to y'all?
No. Spice it up a little more.
Spice it up a little more.
Yeah, a little scandalous maybe, or something.
Something a little scandalous.
Committed murder. I say Butler's committed murders.
Kiss the maid. No.
Classic Butler did it.
The butler did it.
Oh, he kissed his
maid. How about kissing the head lady of the manor? I don't know.
Kissing.
Wait a minute, the master's wife.
What was that, Elena?
Yeah. Freezer.
What was that? What is it?
Kissing the head lady is what I heard over there.
Kissing the head lady.
Master's wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with it. All right, let's get our interviewee out here.
Everybody.
Head on out here. Come on out here, Allison. Allison, thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview. I know there's been a lot going on. You're busy, but we've got to get some questions answered or to just clear some things up. You know, it's been a while. It's been a rough time. So these reporters have some questions for you.
It's been 2 days, Dennis. It's been 2 days since I had to do this. Are you shitting me again?
No, sorry. Just got to take care of it. All right.
Fine. Let's get this dealt with.
Of course. Whenever y'all are ready, go ahead and ask them some questions.
Alright, let's get this out of the way. You're the far end.
Hi, Rita Porterly from House Staff Quarterly. The thing we're all thinking is, did you do it?
Well, that is up for debate, but lawyers are lawyers and they will, they'll have me until the end of the earth. As for now, well, I cannot speak on the matters.
Lawyers.
You handsome fellow in the back.
Thank you, thank you. Humphrey Erickson from Bootlickers Weekly. Just wanted to ask, do you consider yourself an envious man?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, just last month, my neighbor bought themselves a nice new fence. And you know what I did? I bought my own fence to cover up their fence because theirs was horrible. I had to clear that out of the way.
Indeed.
No. Have that in
Is that part of the duties? Like, I don't know what one does.
Little
God, I hope
infant,
so.
how can I help you?
Which one?
You.
Oh, yes. Hi. Mansions Monthly. Our readers want to know. Was it difficult having to hide your situation?
Well, when you have an estate like mine, obviously things will draw scrutiny, but I wouldn't say it was overly difficult.
Fancy
The gentleman has
words.
his ways. The far end in the back. How can I help you?
Yes. Yes.
Me? Surely it's me, right? Or you?
The shortcut hair.
Do we fight?
The short hair.
Short hair.
Yes, you with the red hair.
Here, we wanted to ask, are there any others secretly involved with this for further questioning?
I would have to converse with my personal attorney to see if there would be any benefits from disclosing that, but I cannot deny such a possibility at this stage. Down here in the front, Mr. Blue.
Hi, Alfred from Servant Symposium. When you got hired, were you planning it from the beginning, or was this a crime of passion?
Well, it is not the easiest thing to deal with. The security entourage is extensive, but at the end of the day, what is mine, and I will take it from whoever I deem unworthy.
Subject is greedy.
Tall lad in the back.
Yes. It's Mr. Wesley here from Butler's Baroque. I just needed to really quickly ask, how long have you been in this mansion, really?
Well, the previous proprietor party, let's say, about 6 months ago, and then the employment turnover. So I'd say about 14 weeks. Yes, that seems about right. 14 weeks.
Quite short.
On the front here.
Interesting.
The extremely fashionable hat.
Doffrey from Mansions Are Us. So, did you have your... did you execute this when they were out of the house, or were you just like strictly just on the regular?
Once you learn the movement of the property, it is not impossible to sneak things by. Everyone is so used to their routines. If you pop something up out of the blue, things, they get noticed. Small little things, incrementally, bit by bit. But once you know where you can fit into the schemes, it is relatively easy.
Thank you.
And here, fine lady.
Yes.
Indeed, indeed.
Did you call her mistress while doing it, or is that business only?
Of course, will tell you the story. However, if I must disclose, yes, she makes very pleasant conversation when I go about my business on a Saturday. So, why would I
That's
not?
what they call it now?
Guys.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's it's quite new.
Little one in the front.
Hi, this isn't for my magazine. I'm just taking a personal interest. Was it worth it? Was it fun?
Was it worth it? Well,
Indeed.
how do you define worth? You know, is it an individual's wealth?
asking questions
Is
with
it
questions.
their breadth of possessions?
Definitely.
Dodging
Is
question.
it
has
the
been doing something.
satisfaction you get from enacting upon the world? I would say, in a word, yes.
Interesting.
Tall gentleman in the back.
Hi, yes, hi, Humphrey again from Bootlickers. Kind of a follow-up to her question, kind of asking about directly the events. Where was it? Back passage or service shaft?
Well, if you must know, the lady of the house loves to observe the goings on. So, let's say, I would picture that.
Go on.
Without any of the grotesque insinuations.
Write it down, write it down, write it down.
But I'm raising my
With a lovely hand.
Yeah. With a lovely thank you. Manchester Ross again. We just wanted to ask, did you learn anything about, the people you work for's relationship throughout your experience?
Ooh, I would say it is a tenuous relationship at best. You know, money can buy you everything in the world except for, well, happiness. There are some things that cannot be bought. So, I think in time, things will manifest between them.
All right, let's get a few more questions here. Just let's wrap up this interview.
Fine lady on the left.
Yes, two-part question. First, did you use protection? And if so, did you bring it in one of those silver trays with the dome thing on it?
Presentation.
Beg your pardon?
Did you bring the protection in one of those like silver trays with the dome thing? What are they even called?
Platter.
A cloche. A cloche.
Oh, they know. Of course,
He knows the link.
Of course they know. Of course they know. Of course they know.
Oh, my readers are going to be very interested in that. Gosh.
Look, I may have done some things unsavory to your taste, but I am not completely unrefined. Well, the mistress of the house does love a bit of a show, shall we say. So, I wouldn't say that would be off the table.
All right, two more
You
questions.
in the back with the lovely red hair.
Yes, yeah.
Are you still
there,
employed? Yeah, step aside, you. Are you still employed, or are you currently looking for new places of interest?
I have had many inquiries to this end. I do regret to inform you that I have found reasonably stable employment, although whether you would agree to that would be so feisty, little one. Whether you would, agree with the terms of my employment,
Gotta write it down in detail.
that is to be seen.
All right, last question.
Yes. Blue gentleman in the front.
Hi, Alfred again.
What was it, sir?
Alfred from Servant Symposium. You've been quoted previously as saying you like to know your entire workload inside and out. Do you regret that phrasing now, or do you stand by it?
Oh no, I wholeheartedly stand by that statement. You know, at the end of the day,
That's the headline, guys.
Back passage indeed. Yeah, back passage.
It all comes down to the fine print, as it were, the small details, the minutiae of the work. And, you know, when it comes down to, let's say, Sunday activities, it is good to know every little detail.
Alrighty. Thank you, Allison. Thank you for answering all these questions. But I think you forgot to introduce yourself. Could you introduce yourself for us real quick?
Oh, my apologies. I am an astute house servant who had some fun with the gentleman of the house's mistress.
Yeah, basically. Pretty much, yeah, you nailed it. Let's give a round of applause for our reporters and Allison.
Way to go.
Hell yeah. Awesome job. Now I will be handing it back over to Wolfie. Here's the torch.
I was clean. I was clean before.
No.
This
No,
is an
you weren't.
addiction. All right. No, I can't hold it together. I was trying so hard. All right. All right, our next game. Going from not being able to keep it together, I think, well, our third class of our IDS, our improv dissection session. I keep saying the acronym because it's going to confuse you every time, Jake, because it's mean. Was about energy and emotion. And I think there's no better way to really encapsulate the emotion and energy that is brought out, except when a speech is being made, when you're presenting your evidence, your findings to the world. And I think that happens internationally. But sometimes you go somewhere and you're not quite sure what the fuck the person's saying. But don't worry, we got you covered. We got ourselves some translator. So, if I can have, I dropped my microphone, it's going to float here, I'm looking for it. If I could have Piper and Switzer to stage, please. So Switzer is going to be our translator of the day, and Piper is going to be our gibberish speaker. So Switzer, please go stand upon your podium of amplification. There or above, both are amped for it.
Even here? I don't think here.
Yes, there is amped, yeah.
Can you people hear me?
Yay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I told you. And Piper is
I
going
just
to
wanna make
give
sure I
a
never-
talk,
I never knew.
a very detailed scientific talk on a topic of your choosing, but they're going to speak a complete gibberish language, and it's up to Switz to translate what they're saying. So can I get a random topic for them to give a scientific talk about? Go on, shout out.
How roller coasters work.
Ghosts.
Yellow cow.
How roller coasters work.
That's actually really good. That's really good. But I'm going to make it a little more broad. Piper, this talk is a scientific discussion about roller coasters. Right, you got the memo card, Switz? I don't know where we found him. He just showed up, said he understood them, so we said him wrong. Anyway, take it away, Piper.
So I'm out here trying to now explain how exactly roller coasters work. So make sure you're strapped on this wild ride.
So,
So first, when you approach a roller coaster, you see a lot of seats, a lot of carts, and for safety reasons, there's a lot of sausage rolls that you need to attach to yourself for extra safety.
Huh? Skabla, skabla, skabla,
Jeez, I finally made it. Once you have embraced yourself with as much sausage rolls as possible, next you will bite down on a croissant to really feel the experience. Right. But before actually the roller coaster can go, we need to, of course, make some other preparations, which is give it a little bit of a Kickstarter, which some, let's see, the power of 1,000 suns will suffice. Then you just give it a little kick, and off it goes, and you have to make sure you don't eject off of your seat, because sometimes things can get a bit derailed. So roller coasters tend to go like very steep up, and once you hit this point, you will start screaming. That's totally normal. It's called being human, all right? Screaming. If you want to not to do that, you'll probably just pass out. Then you must apply some butter for extra friction, okay? The butter will make it slide the roller coaster smoothly across the rails, alright? Because even butter can derust them very nicely. And you can have it as a snack as well. Alright, so if you want to make sure that actually the sorry, not the tires, what are they called? You know, the circle thingies and the roller coasters are actually spinning. You actually want to use the a handle, put it in, and just start cranking it up, like, you know, like in Fortnite, just crank it to the 90s, just cranking these 90s. And then once you're done, you're going to yell at your grandma because she forgot to do your sandwich for lunch. And then and only after then are you allowed to ride the roller coaster. Thank you for my TED talk. Next week I'm going to talk about how to apply butter on a toast.
So, I am genuinely wondering if it's because he's Swiss, so it doesn't translate at all. You know what? You two go have a conversation. In the green room.
I want my pay, all right? I want my pay.
Have the conversation first, and if you survive, then you pay. That good?
Wow.
So that's Swedish. Anyway. So, listen, we have it's a big convention, okay? Skits'N'Bits, like, Skits'N'Bits talks. They're very detailed, okay? We've got a good range of subjects, and I'm glad to introduce our next speaker, the wonderful Alicent. Our little feathered speaker is up next for it, but unfortunately, I don't know how this happens. I personally blame the other bird, Zerkron, because, you know, sometimes he's just fluttering around, and I think he kicks something out the nest. There's another language barrier, so I'm not quite sure what to do. So I think, who's on call? Hey, Pro?
British accent.
I need you. I need you.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
Thank you. Yep, just. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry, yeah, I planned for this. I planned for this. So don't worry, we've got your translator. Okay, okay, they're just over there, so they'll be able to communicate for us. I just need to. Has anyone got? Does anyone remember what this one's about? Can anyone remember what this talk is about?
Why it's best to have milk poured in second before, yeah, after the cereal.
Why it's important to get your cat neutered.
Microwave.
I just got here. I don't know.
You know what? No, I think that makes sense actually. That is a good point. Why it's important to pour milk in second. Like this is a political talk today because it's a very decisive issue. So yes, so it's a talk on why it's important to put the milk in second when you're having cereal. Okay, the auto cue's ready for you.
In 2 seconds, then that makes it fucking 5 seconds.
Ah,
It's easy.
My name is Breakfast. Today we discuss, or actually explain, the very critical political situation in my home breakfast country. Cereal or milk first? Now, there is a very important reason why we go with cereal first and milk second, and that is because if you put the milk first, it creates fission, a nuclear bomb.
What?
So it's very simple. Cereal first, milk second. If you might mess these two up, I swear to God, you have the potential to build a nuclear reactor. Now it gets very interesting when you mix the different cereals, because you might start with cornflakes, move on to the Frosty Flakes, but do not grab the Fruity Floops and mix them with the milk first, because it creates the largest, the most extremist explosion seen by a man. Now, I like to be experimental, so I might grab a brick sometimes and try to. And I know it sounds crazy, but you got to try it. Oh my God.
It's a
Now, not just the bricks, all of the construction materials needs to go in the bowl before the milk. Crucial step. Now, if you try this, the crunch will just be so good, and you can thank me later, honestly.
Tio, tia, oyo, hoyo, dohyo, no, you, udo, hiti, you, to, four.
So to keep it simple, if you put them in wrong, it might go boom. If you add a brick, we might be ready for work tomorrow. Thank you.
Sorry. I've had a complaint from like Geneva, something about a convention happening there. They want you to go to Geneva for a convention. Okay? Yeah. It's just over there. Just over there. Yeah, just over there. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I come
Thank you.
with?
No.
What the fuck? Skits'N'Bits takes no responsibility for any nuclear devices devised inside your own homes. We do not recommend eating bricks or anything of the similar. Please go to your dentist for dental work and not after you've broken a tooth. Anyway, now I've covered our legal requirement. Round of applause for our performance.
Nice job, Wolfie. Nice save.
Community manager's got to do what community manager's got to do, right, Jake?
Right.
God help us. But what I am going to do is I'm going to help myself and escape the situation and hand over to the wonderful Rydia for our next game.
Wow. All right. This next game is called Pillars. Who here in the audience knows Pillars?
I'm a big fan.
Me.
You better know, because you're about to be one. Well, two of you are. So.
What?
Yeah. Who here wants to be a pillar? I am not going to explain what that means. All right, we got Diane and Timber.
Probably like
Okay.
a strip pole or something. Hell no.
So Timber,
Oh, I should have
come
gone
up
up.
over here.
Me and my buddy could have done that.
Stand up there.
Dog.
And Diane, stand up there, just like the translators. And Diane, I'm going to give you some
Actually,
extra.
if you get
right up here.
on while you're a pillar, then yeah, that's a free fucking service. They
Yeah,
actually,
right up here,
makes sense.
Diane. Because we want the actors to be able to see what you're typing. So, the way Pillars works is it's going to be a simple two-person scene, except every so often the performers will not know what to say. And that's where the pillars come in. So, Diane, you will be answering requests for new words or lines for Rose. Get on up here.
You got it, man.
And Timber, you'll be doing the same for Terrace.
Woo.
I can.
Hands.
I
Got
vote.
it.
I vote.
Yeah.
Circumstances.
Good.
works too.
Bonding. This is important. You must bond. You are essentially playing a single character. You must be
This is the bonding ritual. Don't ask too many questions.
because Diane, you are going to know exactly what Rose wants to say next. So start typing it ahead of time. And Timber, I can already feel the bond. You are so in sync. You could pilot a Jaeger.
That's right. We finish each other's.
Sentences.
I was going to say sandwiches, but yeah.
Close enough. All right. So this scene is going to be about what video games you all playing right now. Just shout them out.
Cry.
Fuck it. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. Go sandwiches.
What is that?
Buying a donkey from a donkey farm.
I don't think that's a game. I think you are lying to me.
Isn't that just Stardew Valley?
About Schedule 1.
Oh, see. Yeah, you know what? Sorry. I'm sorry, I accused you of lying. I forgot that buying a donkey from a donkey farm is actually a real game.
Oh, they were talking about the game. Fuck.
So we are doing a scene from a movie titled Super Donkey Farmer Devil 64.
Hey there, partner.
Oh, you scared me.
Sorry, I'm just over here mixing my oats for my prize winning donkey. I couldn't help but see you over there admiring your donkey as well.
Ah, yeah. You got a good eye for good ass. That's right. This is my prize donkey right here. His name, of course, is
Kong.
Cock. He was named after a rooster.
What a magnificent cock you have.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's right. This donkey right here has been my pride and joy for years. Many of the donkey competitions, which we all know, of course, are competitions that we have been awarded to this magnificent donkey right here. So many, in fact, it broke the shelf. I had to get a new shelf. That shelf, of course, was made out of
Silicone.
silicone. The silicone shelf. It bends a little, but I managed to fit all the trophies in.
Oh, wow. Someday I hope to have as many trophies as you on my shelf. My donkey here, name of...
That's it.
I can see the name tag right there on the donkey. It says "Vampires Ate My Chocolate." Wow, that's a hell of a name.
It is. It sounds amazing when the announcer calls out my donkey's name when she's losing the race by quite a wide margin.
Mm. Well, I mean, look, I gotta be honest. You've got a great donkey. I've got a great donkey. But when I look in your eyes, all I see is nothing. There's nothing there.
The gray of my donkey.
The gray of my donkey. I see it in your eyes. You're looking to buy this little magnificent creature right here. Is that right?
What? Well, I have been wanting a donkey to...
Disney.
Go to Disney with.
Well, you've come to the right place. There's no better donkey to go to Disney than this one right here, though I gotta be honest with you. I don't think you're ready for this donkey. This donkey might be able to take you to Disney, but you'd be in for a ride, because along the way you just might find...
It's able to talk.
You just might find it's able to talk.
Wow. Well, I think that would be perfect, because I've been needing a donkey to... take it to KFC with. You know, I've been awful lonely. No one's been wanting to go on a date with me, and I really like go KFC.
Sure, I get it. Who hasn't wanted to take their talking ass to a good old date? Chicken and Disney, ain't nothing better about it. That's right! Hey, easy, cock.
And scene. Fantastic. And give a big round of applause to our pillars here.
I love when people mishear prompts. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
It went great.
For the record, I didn't say that. I said Kong. As in Donkey Kong. Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
So you get Terrence.
See?
better.
And let's see. Epic. Next up, I want Matt.
I've been riding
And
this
Switz.
cock for 6 months, and this is my donkey.
Smooth, rude.
Get up here, both of you. So, who wants to be the pillars for these two?
Yeah, come on, let's
Alright,
do it.
Umbra. Oh,
I'll make sure I'll
you
swap
two,
to someone.
rock paper scissors for it.
Oh, what?
Kevin, Miss Tilly, you have to do rock paper scissors.
Yeah, Kevin, Miss Kelly, I want you to rock paper scissors for it.
Okay.
Highly competitive.
Oh, hi.
Turn your back to each other. Turn your back to each other, because then it's fair. Because latency.
All right,
What-
ready to
what-
go?
Oh, wait, okay.
Turn backs to each other. Turn backs to each other, so you don't see what.
Okay.
3.
So that's how you play rock,
Yep.
paper, scissors in
Oh,
VS.
Okay, I need to turn this way. There we go.
Miss Tilly.
Oh, Miss Kelly with
Is a
the.
legal move.
Yes, I'm not
it's in
sure
my
we can
butt.
accept that in rock paper scissors.
Miss Tilly.
Are you
Miss
inside my
Kelly,
butt?
for God's sake.
Get out of my ass, please.
All right,
It does not feel
Kevin,
comfortable.
lock yourself where you are.
I'm trying,
Stop,
my controller's
both of
broken.
you stop hip checking each other. This is rock paper scissors, damn it. This sport has integrity. Now, on 3, I want you to throw rock, paper, or scissors. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Miss
Oh, Miss Tilly got
Miss Tilly wins.
paper. Miss Tilly won.
Miss Kelly with the
Oh,
paper, Kevin with
good
the
on you.
rock. Paper covers rock. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you,
you
Mr.
gotta
Wait,
shoot.
wait. Stay still. Stay still.
Silly, stop. We gotta get soup.
Lodge.
There you go.
Okay.
Let us cook.
All right.
Umbra, you already souped. Yep, I got you.
Now, I'm gonna base this one off the last movie of here you watched.
Little
Just
Mermaid.
shout 'em out.
Taxi driver. Taxi driver.
Yeah, Jurassic World.
Okay.
Minecraft. Yo,
All right.
please.
Minecraft.
Matt,
Hell no.
I.
you
Steve.
are a taxi driver in the Jurassic period. And you are a passenger.
Ah. Yo, you need a ride?
Ah, yes, my taxi finally. I've been dying to go to.
School full of fish.
The school full of fish. Do you think you can give me a ride there? I'm running late.
Of course, I got you. Only if you got.
$10,000.
$10,000. You know,
Of course.
inflation and all of that.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. I'll be counting these rocks later.
Here, just gonna take a
Yeah,
seat.
step in.
See, okay.
Yeah. So, how long have you been going to this fish school?
Oh, I've been going there for
27 weeks.
27 weeks tops, I think. It's quite amazing, you know, learning so much about fish hunting, and fish formations.
Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I actually had an uncle that worked there. He studied
Anthropology.
anthropology. You know, it's some of them new subjects, and I don't know. He's just a lot smarter, I guess.
No. Wait. Careful, there's a.
Anime body pillow.
It's an anime body pillow in front of us.
Shit! Turn! Wait, help me, I need help! Help! Step, come on! There we go.
I'm stopping again.
Oh, that was a close one. We almost hit the
comically large spoon.
The comically large spoon. Oh, they're eating big dinner tonight, am I right?
These spoons are everywhere today. Once they almost ate my
Photo of my special chair.
photo of my special chair. It was true.
I hate when it happens.
Yeah, no, it was quite a tale. I was just enjoying a nice dinner outside, and out of nowhere this spoon just came from
A giant Dino Nuggies mouth.
a Dino Nuggies mouth like a team up. I never thought they would team up against each other. Usually they're predators against each other, so I was quite surprised about this.
That is so terrifying. Something similar happened at my family dinner, actually. Uncle Johnny came over and he had a
chainsaw.
A chainsaw! New invention and stuff. It was crazy.
Hold on, a chainsaw. Is it supposed to be like a
machete?
Like a machete?
I mean, kinda, you know, those hitty things, but it was like covered in shark teeth, you know, the ones that you learn about in school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it goes like shonky, and also sometimes...
It spontaneously combusts.
It spontaneously combusts, and it was very interesting at the family reunion. I'll tell you what. If we ever meet again...
Careful, watch out!
It's a wet noodle.
The wet noodles!
Not again!
What is going on today? First they had to make other people mad. Wet noodle?
I can't take this. What if we suddenly run into
a hideous photo of Kyleson.
A hideous photo of Kyle Kyson. He was my teacher at junior school.
I can see it!
Oh,
Victor!
I got you!
And scene.
Right in my oonga boonga, bro!
That in tragedy got fossilized, and then, after they were excavated, became the inspiration for the TV show The Flintstones. Now, let's give a big round of applause for our actors and all our pillars. Y'all did fantastic. And I'm going to hand it back to Wolfie.
Good job.
Thank you. Massive round of applause for Lydia. Fantastic running that for it. I just feel like I was on Flintstone Gummies just watching that scene, I'm not gonna lie. Not a thing that was stocked in England. I wonder why. Is it the purple ones? When the purple ones like the good ones, like the only good ones? Or is it the
No,
blue?
the orange ones were good too.
Okay, fair. I do not know these information, but I'm learning.
Neither.
I think we should go to our last game of the night. Do we all agree with that? And one more game? One more big game? Fantastical. So, I think we've been focusing a lot on shows, TV, television, but there is a genre that not everyone. Please just imagine smooth jazz just starts to enter in. I fade to black and white. Thank you, Mr. Ellie. I'm here for it. I appreciate you. Not just a T movie, it's not a B movie, it's not a B flick. It is the era of dames, damsels, and questionable things that happen behind closed doors. I am, in fact, referring. Am I turning into like Benjamin Dubois, or is this just a very bad sort of like American detective? I don't know. I'm wrong with it. Either way,
An American detective accent.
I say.
If you ever wonder if the American accent you're doing is bad, it is. You're British, Dad.
She has a point. I will take that. This is why I do this. I get humbled. Nothing more humbling than this. I am, in fact, talking about film noir, one of my personal favorite games. A film noir works. I'm going to have two actors on stage at a time, starting a scene, which will in this case be Alicent and Rose, if those two want to make their way onto stage for me. Film noir. We think about those scenes where the camera pulls back and the smoky voice comes over the soundtrack, talking about their inner feelings, what they shouldn't have done, what did happen. And that's what our actors are going to do. During the scene, they're going to break from the scene. freeze it. It's about an address to you, Umbra. Diane. Mop. I'm not going to do everyone. I've not got time to go through everyone in the lobby. Just insert your name here. And back all the way around to Kevin. And they're going to tell you what's really going on. What the other person doesn't know.
Cheese in the toilet.
Exactly. Maybe I shit their pants. Who knows? That has been a film noir scene done on this stage before. I think it was a me and Switz scene.
I think it was me and you, yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was. I shit his pants. Anyway, so.
For a scene.
Yours
For a
are
scene.
next.
For a scene. For a scene. Don't threaten our audience members, Switz.
Now maybe he's enjoying it.
As he falls into another. But what I need words. I need 2 words. So I'm going to point to random people. Kevin, give me a random word.
Baboon.
Baboon. Ooh. Svart, give me another word.
Grapes.
Grapes. Grapes. Okay. What was going to happen is, this is a job interview. Rose, you are interviewing Alicent for a position at the zoo, especially dealing with baboons. However, Alicent, you didn't bring a resume. You just brought grapes.
I
And
mean,
with
the
that,
worst thing that can happen
Rose-
is they whine at me, so...
Anyone got a rim shot? Anyone got a rim shot to hand? Okay.
But
Hey, when you're ready, Rose, take it away.
come in. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
hello.
Oh, I didn't imagine the zookeeper's office was so comfortable.
Yeah. Well, when you're dealing with poo-fleeing apes all day, you know, this is kind of what makes going to this job worth it. Hi, you the applicant?
Yes. Hi, I'm Katrina. I sent you an email this morning. However, I'm sorry to say my shoulder bag got kind of swiped for me on the bus, so I lost all my important documents. I hope that's not going to be a significant hurdle.
Well, you know, this place isn't super official, but as long as we can keep that the charade going, we just need bodies on the floor here. I'm going to tell you that. Don't Well, you're in luck. We do have an opening. However, not having that resume is an issue. Do you have anything else you might be able to sway my opinion with?
Well, I did manage to keep my other bags tucked between my legs, so what I do have is some grapes. They're pretty grapes.
I don't know if you just saw that. This lady just pulled out a barrel of grapes out of her stockings.
Make sure they're all actual grapes and not balls.
You-
Holy shit!
That you sure did bring the grapes. Wow.
I mean, I'm pretty great at what I do.
I have a grape allergy. I am tempted to eat all of these grapes right now. That was the worst pun I've ever heard in my life, but I desperately need someone to fill this position. Well, I am allergic to grapes, but this does set you above in terms of our other applicants.
Oh, thank heavens for that. I cannot be bothered spending one more day as a street magician pulling parlor tricks like this. I need something better. Have you seen how many quarters get thrown at street vendors? It's absurd. Well, that's that's really good to hear. I did a bit of research on the zoo. It's got impressive history. Especially the baboon enclosure. Oh, the baboons are my favorite.
Okay, this lady really stinks like fruit, and she's got these weird, like, quarter-sized bruises all over her. I don't know what her deal is, but like, if I could like get her working in the cages, quick and out of my face, that would be great. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited to have you here. You seem excited and ready to take this job.
I am not ready whatsoever, but I will take anything at this point. Well, it's an exciting new opportunity. It's not every day you get to work in the country's most prestigious zoo with some of the finest specimens I have seen personally.
Well, great. That's awesome to hear. We do have a demanding workload here. You are working with some great apes and some not so good apes. They're all generally hairy, muscular, and scary. What are your qualifications?
To say I am excellent at managing a crowd, diffusing difficult situations, distracting, unruly individuals is a particular talent of mine. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what else to say here. I do not know anything about baboons or giraffes or whatever the fuck that thing is with the trunk. I just need to get something to get my universal credit person off my back. I'm sick of going to these weekly interviews.
Let me ask you a question. There are it can be challenging working here sometimes. How would you react to having poo flinged at you daily?
What he doesn't realize is that's basically what happens every time I perform in Prague. Well, it's, you think of it like dodgeball, If you can dodge a dung, you can dodge a ball. And I was very good at dodgeball in school. In fact, I could spot a lunch tray coming from all the way across the room. I tell you, I never ended up with mashed potato on my shirt a single time. I did in fact end up with mashed potato on me every single day.
This is good. This is good. I need someone who could dodge a poo or two. I can't let them find out that half the people who get hit with poo here were actually hit by me in a gorilla costume.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that was amazing.
The situation of America's zoological societies this point in time. Rose in a gorilla suit, flinging fecal matter. I'm here for it. Thank you both.
That's in character, very in character.
It's very makes sense. So, I mean, we can move to a different time, a different place, because I think they opened a very interesting point, and I think this is a conversation that needs to be explored. Piper, Terrace, come down here for me, please. I'm going to exploit it. That's the benefit. It needs to be explored, but I'm going to exploit it. So, you two, we had a lovely, heartwarming story. I think it was very heartwarming, as we can all agree. Story by Alison there, reminiscing about all the times that they dodged mashed potato in the dining hall. But I think there's a deeper story there. I think mashed potato throwing is on the verge of becoming an Olympic sport. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what we need right now. So you two are the final decision makers of what becomes an Olympic sport. And you are discussing putting mashed potato throwing as an Olympic
thank
sport.
God. That's how you were calling me disgusting for a moment. I was saying I had a shower yesterday.
When you're ready, Terrace, take it away.
Welcome. Name's Kong. It's spelled Kong. Don't mess it up.
I always forgot your name, but you know what? Here, got you one.
Oh, that's a good
That's
start.
10
I like
points.
that attitude. I like a good go-getter whenever it comes to figuring out these kind of things. How dare they? Starting off with a slap? Okay. All right. You know what? Whatever position they're going to take on this Olympic mashed potato throwing matter that we got to figure out, I'm taking the opposite. Please, I'm so excited to hear what your stance is on this.
My stance on what? Deep down, I actually have not the slightest clue what we're actually here for.
Playing your games. We're the committee. We got to figure out whether mashed potato throwing is going to be a new sport or not. I mean, we managed to get all of the greatest experts from all around the world. I'm sure you looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, gosh, I know what I'm talking about. I know that wasn't my thought whenever I saw them for the first time. So please. Where are we going with this?
Well, yeah, so you got the barrel here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice big sturdy barrel, and it's got a bunch of mashed potatoes inside of it. Yeah, and I had to think of something quick. So, I guess the best idea was pretend to have a seizure. Splash!
Oh.
10 points!
You know what? Okay, I get it. I see where you're coming from here. Now we're talking. That's the kind of thing I needed. Something crazy, something insane. In fact, what they did next threw me for such a loop. I had no idea what I was going to do with myself for the rest of the day. It was the craziest thing I had ever seen.
I think there's actually something a little deep inside the mashed potato bin. You want to take a quicker look at it?
Oh, yeah, no. We got to make sure quality control is all good. And
a nice firm cake. Tonk.
I'm stuck in the potatoes.
So it looks. We'll label that 50 points, yeah? Come on up here. At this point, I'm better off just making points for just about anything.
Wow. I gotta say, in all my 50 years of being a committee member here, I've been through a million trials. I got shot put through. I managed to get skateboarding through. And never have I had someone like you. Bringing in a product just like this, completely skirting the issue entirely and just going straight for a food fight. Gosh.
Oh, what can I say? My great-grandpappy during the Great Food Wars of '82 once taught me quite a couple of things back when I was just a little teeny-tiny youngin'. Deep down, that's actually an absolute bull-faced lie, and my grandfather never fought in any kind of war. Matter of fact, he hid behind the counters with the lunch ladies of all people.
Oh my god. My grandfather fought in those wars. What battalion was he part of?
He was the part of the Starch Battalion, artillery bombardment.
Whoa. I heard what happened. Nobody made it out of that incident. The time whenever the war changed. When we figured out how to go from baked to mashed. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Wow, he's going to be in for a surprise when my grandfather picks me up today. I couldn't be more honored to know that about you. What about yours, anyways, more importantly?
My grandfather. Well, he wasn't at that battle. In fact, he was part of the Air Force. He flew in the skies, the great starch skies. And one day, he was shot down by one of those buttery bastards. This is a complete bold-faced lie. I'm just trying to look cool.
Wow, you mean the French fries?
Yes! That's the
You know, of all things I never had to wonder, I never thought I'd be thinking about what's Skits'N'Bits policy on stolen valor? And I don't think that's a question I could answer right now. But what I think we should, though, I think, would anyone like another round of that game? There's a story still to be told, I feel.
The last one would be amazing. Yeah, let's go with the like 1970s. 90s.
Well, here's the thing. There are two people who have been sat around chatting and enjoying themselves, and they don't really know I was planning on doing this.
What?
So,
You said enjoying ourselves. That can't be us.
Oh yeah, true.
Rydia, Jake, my wonderful co-host, would you please join me on stage?
You got it, buddy.
You gotta preach what you teach.
Of course.
So
I didn't expect this. I'm not warmed up at all.
No. It's called improv for a reason.
It's true.
So here's the thing.
Got me there.
I want to know how the story progressed, not the past, the future. We've gone 5 years down the line. Mashed potato made its way into the Olympics. And Rydia, you've been coaching this man for months. It's the final round. The gold medal is on the line. And this is the last pep talk you get before he's called up in 10 minutes. When you're ready, take it away. Or get spud in, as they might say. Sorry.
Hey, you ready in there?
Yeah, coach. I think I'm ready.
All right. Get out here. Let me see what we're working with.
Check out these babies.
That is some fine starch you got there. Yeah.
Best taters in town.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's pure.
Mm-hmm. Nice and
That's
buttery,
good.
right?
You know what? You just seeing you there like that, it makes me so proud. What I never told him was I was in the first mashed potato Olympics event. I had a shot at the gold, and I slipped on a pat of butter. My career never recovered. I never recovered. Yeah, it's looking nice and buttery. You're gonna do good.
I actually used margarine.
Now you know I trust you, right? I trust you like my own child.
Yeah, we got this.
All my hopes and dreams are riding on you.
We got this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's try that again.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Remember what we always say.
Yeah. Never use margarine.
Use margarine.
Yeah. I'm gonna win that gold.
You're gonna win that gold. You're gonna win that Yukon gold.
Yeah, that's right. I really just want the Idahos, not the Yukons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not gonna accept.
Yukons.
We're not gonna accept. We're not gonna accept bronze or silver or red. We're only going for gold, right?
What about Idaho?
Idaho. I never thought I'd hear that name again. I really should have expected it. It is one of the 50 states. But still. To think that it would come back to me right now. Idaho, you say?
Yeah.
I knew someone from Idaho once.
Did you eat their potatoes? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories.
This isn't about me. This is about you. You're gonna get out there.
Okay.
You're gonna win this. You're gonna make me proud. You're gonna make up for everything wrong I did. Do you understand me? You need to be an extension of me, okay?
Okay.
I am putting everything on you. Pressure, 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 pressure.
Can I go home yet? Please?
I'm such a good coach.
See. Massive round of applause. It's like, all I can say is, man, she's got a chip on her shoulder.
Boo.
Come on, that was good. That one was actually good.
That was good. That was good. I just wanted to boo you.
Oh, I definitely wasn't standing there for like a minute, just like potato puns, spud, mash, fry, griddle, chip. They go from there. Or they should say for you Americans, fry on her shot. I don't know. Yeah, but that does bring us to an end. So first of all, a massive round of applause, and please take a bow, Jake and Rydia, my wonderful co-hosts this evening and support workshop runners and supporters and planners from this entire month. I appreciate you both so very much. And also for the rest of our wonderful cast for today, Terrace, Piper, Mapro, Flat, Rose, Allison, and Switz, please come down, take a bow. You deserve it. You have done fantastically this evening. Please take your bows, your curtsies, your other gestures of self-platitude and enjoyment. Yes.
Yes. And let's all give a big shout out to our favorite Wolfie boy, Wolfie, for putting on such a great show.
I just exist for the but
Yeah, this
we
month,
are
Skits and Bits has been, this whole month has been fantastic. We've done some great workshops. We've seen so many people grow as improvisers, and that's on you.
It is on
Point at me specifically.
all of us. Because we all support each other, we all fail forward, we all improve, and that's the people I've seen today and I've seen during the weeks. Y'all have improved week on week, and y'all will continue to do so. We appreciate it. This is the end of our show for this week. Thank you all for coming so very much. Jake, can you go hit the stage protection for me, please? I think it's time for a photo. So if we can have everyone can come up and get on stage for a lovely photo with us.
Get up on stage.
Get on up here, folks. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
We out here. Do you want to do something related to the potatoes? Or something funny?
Alrighty.
I don't know, maybe I can like just give you a firm kick into the bucket again.
Hey, you.
I almost stopped the scene there, but I think it is. Alrighty.
Because you're a little short.
That was a good show.
Me into it?
On the count of 3.
There you go.
Let's shout out Spuds.